I won't be alone in being mildly distraught when the BBC's Blue Planet 2 series comes to an end. But as a marine biologist who switched from working on tropical reefs and seagrass beds to the cooler waters around the Isle of Man, I have become an advocate for the seas around the British Isles. That's because they are home to an exceptional variety of marine animals and plants. While we're most familiar with our shallow coastal waters, offshore areas of the UK and Ireland can reach depths of over 5,000 meters. These deeper waters are home to vast, cold-water coral reefs that can be over 8,000 years old, and are as fragile and colorful as their tropical counterparts. Yet there seems to be an enduring misconception that the waters around these islands are murky, boring, and largely devoid of anything exciting. This is dangerous because, like oceans around the world, our seas are under serious threat. Unless we care about these rich ecosystems, we will lose them. TV series such as Coast and Britain's Secret Seas, along with wildlife and environmental groups, have done a huge amount of work to raise awareness, but many people are still more knowledgeable about tropical reefs than kelp forests and the riches to be found just off our own shores. Last week the Marine Conservation Society's Great British Beach Clean revealed a 10% increase in litter on British beaches, with a high proportion of plastic packaging and smaller fragments. Plastic pollution is rightly recognized as one of the major threats to marine life, and it is ubiquitous. Impacts around the UK range from leatherback turtles dying when plastic bags they mistake for their favored jellyfish prey block their digestive tracts, to masses of tiny plastic filaments turning up in the stomachs of langoustines. In many waters invasive species are proliferating, some assisted by rising sea temperatures, hitching rides on boats and using marine constructions as stepping stones. The carpet sea squirt has invaded marinas around the UK and has proved costly to deal with, while Pacific oysters, introduced deliberately for aquaculture, are outcompeting native species. My favorite British Isles habitat is the horse mussel reef, where giant, elderly mussels, not unlike the deep-sea mussels Blue Planet 2 shows growing on the shores of a brine lake, knit themselves together with hundreds of other creatures to form a teeming, brightly colored community to rival a tropical reef. The mussels build the seabed up into mounds and platforms that jump with life. Their shells are encrusted with sponges, coral-like seaweed and countless animals. Squat lobsters, tiny and red, wave their claws in the current to catch passing food. Blue Planet 2 has showcased the importance of marine vegetation. Seagrass meadows are among the most threatened habitats in the world. British seagrass, known as eelgrass, grows best in just a few meters of water, making it well lit and accessible to divers. Seahorses and their relatives pipefish are often associated with eelgrass. But complex habitats such as horse mussel reefs and seagrass meadows are highly vulnerable to destruction by certain sorts of fishing gear, offshore development, and other direct physical impacts.